Hello and welcome to Real Insight. This is what we talk everything real, real business, real women, real everything. Of course, real estate. With me on set is, can you please introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is MC the Great Cam, the Prince of Comedy, aka Husband Material 100 Yard. I don't joke with that.
Oh, I like
Oh,
that.
I like that to be part of it.
MC the Great, aka
Husband Material 100 Yard. Don't forget to add that.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so there has been this news going around social media. And what's the news? A certain young man came up some months ago, ranting, saying a lot of things about P1, the brand.
Yes.
And, he has come out to lay certain claims, which, you, from the things I have seen you, post online, the things that you have been all about,
Yes.
it means that you have been debunking this news spreading all over social media. So I want you to please tell us, what inspired you? And I also want to know why you think that the stories going all around social media is incorrect. Can you please?
Okay, first, let me say to the viewers across the world, the honest truth is this: when you know something, just like you're putting on white, I know you're putting on white. So when somebody come and say you're putting on black, I can confidently come and tell you that this is white, not black. So the group P1 Group, the brand, I am opportune to be part of it in 2021 after my house was demolished in 2018. And when that happened, I wanted to know what I didn't do right in the real estate industry. So I came into the real estate industry. I went through the P1 Academy, then affiliate mentorship 1, 2, and 3, just to know more about real estate. Sometimes when people go out and talk, they don't know anything about real estate. So I stand from the perspective of knowing about real estate, one. Number two, someone that has been affected by issues and situation about the real estate industry. So when somebody come and say something, I want to know how true is this thing. And so that's why I went all out to do my findings. Even though I'm part of the company, if those people that know me, that I'll tell them the truth, nothing but the truth. I will not hide anything. I will not conceal anything. Even one thing I know about the president of the P1 Group is that she will not even lie about all of this. She'll tell you, oh yes, indeed it's happening, but this is the measure at which it's happening. It's not as bogus as they are painting it outside. And so that is one thing I have always wanted to do, and I stand with that, and I come to do that, and I always do that to defend this brand. And why I do that is because I know that what they are painting outside is not as much as what is happening inside, and that's why I'm out there.
Oh, interesting. So what you're trying to say is that, there has surely been a misconception. So what we are seeing online isn't the truth.
No, at
So
all.
now tell us, what is the truth?
Okay, the truth about it is this. I don't want to give anybody publicity on this platform, mention his name. I'm not going to do that. The person, in quote, the whistleblower, as you call him, came out the first time, brought out a receipt and said that we first, with notion that we sell receipts, and that's it. That is even an unaudited statement. When you do a transaction, what is the first thing you offer to the customer to show that yes, there's a transaction between us? It's a receipt. So you give out a receipt first and say, okay, it will even be a worse scenario if we do not even give out receipts.
Okay.
Would have been fraudulent, would have been a scam, would have been anything that he thinks he called us if we did not issue out a receipt to show that there was a transaction between the both party. And so the first thing you issue is a receipt. And so what happened next? So he brought out a receipt and said that we did not, somebody bought a land since 2016 and blah, 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 I would not allocate. And I went back to do research because I did mass communication as part of my studies. And when I went deep down, I saw categorically on that form, 2016, the same form he printed, the person bought 5% of land, which is about 5 point something million naira, paid only 1.1 million naira, holding an outstanding balance of 4 point something, 4.9 or thereabout, and you're expecting us to allocate the person. How does that work? First, the company has a policy. What is the company's policy? It says that when you buy land, you've paid for the land. You're going to pay for documentation.
Okay.
That is the second thing you need to do. When you're done paying for documentation, then we now give you a period of time to produce survey, deed of assignment, contract of sale. These things are not magical. There are processes. For example, survey. We are not the determinant factor of when survey will come out. It's the government. So when we process it, the government has a time frame at which they release it. So if they don't release it by that time frame, there's nothing we can do. Secondly, without the survey, you cannot provide the deed of assignment because the survey number will be on the deed of assignment. And so those documents cannot come outside. And so when you don't have a knowledge of this factor, you just sit down in your house and just say what you don't know. But am I saying that there are people that have paid complete that don't have, there are people that have paid complete that have these issues? And why do they have these issues? So most of the things I found out in my work is, number one, families. Sometimes you buy property from a family, and when you buy this property, the next thing, one person will just come out from the back and come out and see another different thing. Most time the company goes to buy the property again and again and again. Sometimes policies, and like, I'm trying to, not to mention everything. I'll just use the Coastal Road, for example. I'm just going to say the Coastal Road. You can think about anything you want to think about from the Coastal Road. That's on that policy. Abuja is on that case study. You people know what is happening in Abuja. Policies happen. And so when lands are taken, it is, if you do that with Omonile, you buy property from Omonile and this thing happen, the land is gone. But as a reputable company, we hold it as pride for us to say, okay, your land is not gone. Your money is not gone. Yes, the land, something must have happened to you, but we are taking responsibility as a company to reallocate you somewhere else. One, or give us time to buy another estate and move you to that place. Do not mean that we are fraud. We have taken responsibility. What if we have said that, okay, your money, we don't know where it is and all of that? It means it's totally gone. So for us to have taken this responsibility, I've traveled so far. I've gone to different states. I've seen practical, physical structure of our buildings. In Lagos alone, we have over 5 estates. Over 5 or 6 estates. People are staying there.
Wait. So you mean that this same real estate that have been paraded everywhere on social media as a real estate that sells only the seats, you mean they have the buildings? And when I say buildings, standing buildings in Lagos and even be.
Yes, they do. And I'll start from P1 Plus. P1 Plus has theirs in Ajay Akpata. People are staying there. As a matter of fact, let me even state this clear, that the managing director and CEO of P1 Plus stays in his estate. P1 Stars also have in Ajay Akpata. People are staying there. P1 Max has somewhere around the DKK Road, that's on Shangotedo, down there. They have the mascots there.
Hold on. So with all the names you are mentioning, people are living.
People are living there.
Clients who bought from P1,
they are there.
Are living in this estate.
P1 Haven in Bijo GRA, they have their estate there. People are staying inside there. P1 Perfection have in Beechwood Estate. I was there. People are staying there. So when you now say that P1 Group is selling receipts, it touches me. And that is why I had to go all out to debunk this story, because it's false. If you go to Asaba as a whole in Delta State, P1 Group has the best, well-designed, structured estate in Asaba. Go to the bank. You can take that to the bank and withdraw. P1 Group has the best structured in terms of fencing, in terms of beautification. Go and check. Go and do your findings.
Talking about Asaba, we also saw a certain CSR the work that was done by P1. Yeah. And then this same whistleblower said something. He called out the Delta State governor.
Yes.
Government in general.
Yeah.
Saying that why would they allow such people, to come into their space to do all of that? Meanwhile, from what I saw, CSR is something very reputable. It was something very beautiful for a real estate to think it wise
to do that.
Such a thing to estate.
It has been part of the P1 Group.
For me, I felt like it was beautiful.
It has been a part of the P1 Group to do CSR projects. Every of our convention, there's a part of the time we take out to do CSR across the group. So it is not new. So for P1 Group to go out and say they want to do this CSR project, it is not new with us. Go and check. From time memorial, P1 Group were good with CSR. Do you know how many people we pay their school fees? How many people house rent? How many people we feed? How many people? So this CSR project, it's not something we should be talking about, because this is part of the P1 Group. CSR is part of our job. There was a time the said whistleblower called a CKC issue with P1 Plus, where it's a court dispute, where he came out to say that categorically that CKC has taken over. It's very funny. I went to the said site. In short, as a matter of fact, I went as far as going to the court to get the suit number. Fantastic. To know the state of the case. As a matter of fact, that case is in court. And there's no judgment on that case yet. And so both the person that came out to do the video for CKC and the said whistleblower, they are both unintelligent. And I say that with all confidence, because if you know what you have to do, when you have to do, and what you have to do at a set time, you should go and do verification. So this is what happened. P1 Plus bought a property after due diligence. CKC bought a property. Now, what is the first sign to show that you're the owner of the property? You take possession. How do you take possession? You fence round. P1 Plus took 1 year, 3 months to fence that property round, do beautification, do plot demarcation, did survey, and did everything. CKC did not come out. 2 years after they are done selling all, CKC now came out and said that they own the property. How? So why didn't you come and challenge them when they were doing fence? Why didn't you come out and challenge when they were clearing? Why didn't you come out and you bought the property, no structure, nothing there to show that it's your property? And so these are part of the things that we say that they don't have information. What they do, they rely on rumor. And so by rumor, they think that rumor is the best thing where you can get information. So when you see any rumor, they take it up and go online. And because we have people that don't do, Nigeria don't do research. And because we don't do research, so everybody just feel that anything anybody say is the correct thing. Especially when they say go and verify. Not everything they say go and verify that is true. You too, go and verify.
You sound really enthusiastic. And from the level of your enthusiasm, I mean, the things that you displayed online, the level of research that you have made, the level you've gone to ensure that you bring up facts, I mean, real things, real facts, has actually shown that you are very much, you've been inspired by this brand and you love what they're doing. But there is something I want to also ask you. When I listened to the founder and the chairman speak in some of the live, sessions that they had.
Yeah.
I heard them say something that was very striking and quite important. I feel like I should bring it up here. They said that this real estate company P1 has empowered over 1,000 individuals. I mean, they have over 1,000 staff and have empowered over 300,000, individuals directly and indirectly. And from what you have been saying, you are actually part of the people that have benefited from this, their benevolence. So talk to us about it, because imagine this same guy, this same whistleblower, I feel like from what he has been doing, without making the right research, if he happens to bring this said company down, what happens to these 1,000 people, 300,000 people, and people like you who have actually benefited from this company and who are actually fighting for the just cause?
Okay, let me start by saying that P1 Group directly, not the group, I say Homes, but directly, P1 Group has over 2,000 plus staff across board. The P1 Group across board, that's both Nigeria and diaspora. Secondly, we've empowered over 1 million people, not over 1 million people, directly or indirectly. Like I rightly had the founders, the founding president said today that if we have 1,000 persons that are staff and they have 5 families, and this family earn directly or indirectly from the company by salary, times 1,000, that's 5 million already. So that means P1 Group cater for over 5 million persons, Nigerian and even in diaspora. So when you bring the company, now when you talk about bringing the company forward, number one, they cannot bring. But if peradventure, let me tell you the risks that everybody stands to. Number one, 5,000 people will be jobless.
Okay.
Number two, people property, people that have invested their hard-earned money would go. Number three, the one that will pain me past is the fact that people will now start be calling for different cases. But if we were able to manage this thing, resolve it, number one, everybody will be happy. Everybody will be glad. And everything will fall back to normal. But the only reason why I am still out there, still fighting and defending, is because I believe in this company with my life. I believe that, in short, there'll be a time where, just like the founding president always say that, our president and our global president always say that P1 is like the redeem. That there'll be a time where every family member will have a member of P1 inside of it. And that's the big vision that we have in the P1 Group. So how can you now tag us with that kind of tag, that kind of wrong tag, where our vision is to make homeownership dream a reality? We are the first real estate network marketing company in the world.